computer. Is there anybody there? Are you still looking for me, guys? I am back on a different computer. Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody there? Is anybody there? Right, anyway, guys, I might as well carry on talking. I think that it's just going to be one. It's just been one of those weeks, hasn't it? This week, where things have just happened to us all. There's the lighting. Going to be best at. I think it's probably best where it was, to be honest. Probably best where it was, over there. Hey, there we go. We got Margison back. We got Seamus back. It's alive. I tell you, it's alive. Yeah, sorry guys about that. I thought I got all the bugs ironed out on this one computer, but now I'm gonna have to go. I've had to go back to the old steam-driven Robert Louis Stevenson rocket of a computer. Thanks guys. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, what a week it's been, eh? Things changing as like day by day, something else as everything's happening. It's just crazy. So no, I hope you're all well. Margison, you've got a match tomorrow, so obviously you're probably prepping as you're watching the video. Yeah, I hope this sounds all right, guys. The video feed's quite good, as I can, from what I can see on mine. Yeah, I'm up in the office. It's not the tackle den. I'll be doing more videos really from the tackle den rather than lives, because of the problem with the internet doesn't quite stretch that far. So yeah, the little fisher is Seamus. I hope they're I hope because I think I heard. I hope they're not being laid off or anything ridiculous like that. It's I think I heard today that the government are promising 80% of wages. Yeah, but I'm thinking about you guys. Obviously, you all know that I'm sort of semi-retired. I just work a few nights at Asda. Good, that's all right then. But no, it's so I'm working quite hard at the minute. So I'm not in lockdown. I'm working. So Mike's in the house. So, you know, Mike, nice of you to drop in. Yeah, we're just saying. Like everyone's in lockdown really. I'm going to use the time because obviously, I mean, I still have to work. I still have to go in and basically stack the shelves. That's what I'm there for. So I'm seeing the how much stuff is going in and the aftermath of all the stuff that, like, the following day when I go in and the shelves are just, they're just battered, absolutely battered. If everyone just went normal shopping, everything would be fine. Everything would be fine. But it's not. We're getting loads of stuff in. So no, I'm finding it a bit odd. But there you go. But if you guys are on lockdown, I know Margison, you said, I know Age, you said you were going, you're going fishing tomorrow. Oh dear, Aid and Mike. Okay, guys, let's keep it friendly. But yeah, it's it's odd really, because they're saying keep your distance and all things like that, and you know what I mean. But I think fishing wise, we could all still go fishing because it's fairly solitary, and when even if you're pegged out in a match, you're pegged. I would hope about 15 to 20 foot apart. So even if you're in a match, you should be sort of fairly sort of away from other people. So no, it's yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. But keep it civil, guys. Keep it civil. But it's been a pretty mad week, really. Starting off from like pretty relaxed, really. Everyone was going, oh, you know, this, that, and the other about the virus, till like all of a sudden the schools are on lockdown. They've shut the pubs, they've shut the clubs, they're shutting everything. Um, it'll be my wife's. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but my wife's a teacher, so she's in with some of the kids that are of like the emergency personnel, so the nurses, the doctors, the ambulance drivers, but also people who like delivery drivers. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say aid in a minute. I've spoke to a few of the guys, some of the owners of the local fisheries, and they're doing that. That's what they're doing, but they're shutting the calves, but they're gonna do a delivery service. So you make an order for your food or drink or whatever, and then they'll bring it to the peg. That's John at Bell's Mill. He's doing that. Um, yeah. So yeah. I mean, like if you, it's anything really. If they can keep you fishing, that's what we want, really, isn't it? Because although it is locked down, as I say, it's locked down where there's uh, groups of people or people meeting together. Uh, all right, guys, let's just tone it down a little bit. So it's keep it off the live, because you know it's this is what this live's for. So anyway, what was I saying? I can't remember. Yeah, so like fishing is like a solitary sport almost, if you like. So I mean, Spartacus is in lockdown because obviously he's a bit older. So I've just kept him sort of locked up in not in not in the shed, but he's in his own house, and he's not accepting visitors. Yeah, you can, Seamus. How's it going, by the way? Because obviously I've not spoke to you properly for ages. So have you been working on the well, it's not really a stream, is it? That little river of yours. What you've been up to, and tell us all that kind of stuff. And I've not looked. I spent quite a bit of time not looking at videos at all, to be honest. I had issues with the computer, and I was working with people. Yeah, so no, so I'm a bit I'm a bit distracted, to be honest. But yeah, so Seamus, let me know what's going on with your land and stuff like that. Are you sort of are you taking boulders out? Are you trying to deepen it a little bit in stretches? Are you trying to get eddies? What you trying to do? Are you working on the banks, or are you gonna let it grow a little bit wild? Or I see. I'd be fascinated on what I could do and what I couldn't do, and whether it was worth deepening it in a little section just to catch a few more fish in the area or whatever. So it's up to you. But let us know what you're doing. And have you seen? I think I spoke to I can't remember who it was last week. There was who was in here, pike fisherman, and we were talking. They're spawning at the minute, aren't they, buddy? I think the most of the predators are spawning sort of this week, next week, and then it goes on to like your roach, your bream, and all that kind of stuff. I think the carp are the last of the fish to sort of spawn. They're later on, probably May, I think, back end of April, beginning of May. As soon as the water warms up a little bit, I think it's a bit too cold at the minute. But just a couple of things, let you know what's happening, guys. If you like the live stream and like the chat and stuff like that, I do a blog. I will next week have have one of these little things that I do at the bottom. I'll have the blog address. So yeah, it's pretty. What's it? I think I'm pretty glitchy at the minute. Yeah, let's see what Shamus is up to. I've been tying up a little. I've not been on YouTube a whole lot. I got a huge depression bed, so it kept me in for a few months, and I've been making it deeper in sections and helping the predator fish up the stream to spawn. Do they? Yeah. I think that's quite exciting, actually, being able to cutting back some trees. Is that for access, so you can actually get a rod in and stuff? Crucian Andy's in the house. How you doing, Andy? Nice of you to drop in again, buddy. I think we're a bit glitchy on the video, but I'm hearing that the sound's all right. So let's just think of it as a podcast, because I'm not moving very much either, to be honest. So it's not like I'm gonna do any juggling or anything like that. So yeah, it's I don't know how you are, Andy, whether you're on lockdown or I hope you're well. I hope the family's well. That goes for everybody, by the way. I hope you're all well and the family's well. My eldest daughter, they've closed the university, so she's back. My youngest daughter was obviously the schools have closed, so she's back home as well. So I don't know what John's doing. Whether he's still got. I don't know whether he's doing the opens as yet, Aid. I think what he's doing is he's doing. I think he's still got his winter league running. Not sure. I messaged him today about whether he's open, and he is open. And I think the little fisher, I think Lewis is going. I've spoke to him this week, Lewis, in the week, and he's definitely going fishing tomorrow. Access and the storm broke some massive branches. However, I almost got my first pike on a fly rod the other day. Funny enough, Seamus, you saying that about fly rod. I've got a fly rod on the way, so I'll be doing an opening on that. For those of you who weren't in last week, obviously there's not much we can do at the minute. I mean, you can go fishing. That's the thing, because it is a solitary sport. Or you've got gaps between you. You're not all jostled in together. It is something that, as fishermen, we can carry on doing. So, guys, don't panic. Go fishing. I will aid what I'm doing. I'm gonna hopefully next couple of weeks. I might have to go on my own, because, as I say, Spartacus he's calling it hibernating, to be honest. But he's because Dad turned 80. I don't know if you've seen the video. It's sort of a little bit of a rerun of the one from last year, but I've cut it down a little bit, because there was a bit where I get all sentimental and stuff like that. But no, so I'm doing a couple of videos now. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So I'm going to be doing. I've got Seamus's painting video to do of Mama Pike. I've got I'm refurbing my pole box because I just don't want to, because I want to change my fishing, because I want to do a bit more ledger fishing. I want to do a bit more feeder fishing. I don't really want to outlay for a box. I'm always jealous when I see AIDS videos and I look at the kit and stuff like that. But because I wanna adjust it all and change it all around and things like that, and try different styles of fishing. I want to sort of. It's all right, mate. It's all right. Yeah. I'm a bit lost now. Maybe you can let me know when. That's where I was going, Aid, with the conversation. I'm gonna go down and see John because I wanna do a day in the life of a fishery, and I might do that either with John at Bell's Mill or Mark at Willow Marsh, where I do almost a fly on the wall documentary of. Look, on a Saturday it'd probably be where he gets there, what he does when he opens. Do the draw of a match and that kind of thing, and also I want to get down to Bell's Mill when John nets, because he nets his ponds, but he nets his lakes, and I just think that'd be a really interesting one. Let's have a look. You can let me know. I will. Seamus, he jumped at least a foot out of the water to get the fly. It was incredible to see. Seamus, you managed to use them cameras at all? Because I was once I'd sent them, I was thinking, oh God, I hope they work. I hope the babby gets some to work. Anyway, sorry about that earlier. That's okay, Aid. Mike, you're going out in the next few weeks, Bish. I think I just answered that, Mike, in the previous bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do some fishing. I've got to do some fishing, and even if Spartacus doesn't go. If he doesn't go, then I might do some canal fishing. Obviously, the elephant in the room is that the season has finished on the rivers and stuff like that. This is what I was thinking, Andy, and Andy's just saying that would be a good one to see on the other side, like at the fisheries and stuff like that. It's what I'm trying to do with the channel, because it's like I explained to people. My channel, it's not a proper fishing channel, because I don't give you loads of info or whatever, but I try and give like an insight and make it a bit more interesting, do slightly different things that I've seen other people doing. So I try and do different angles and things like that. I've got a couple of openings to do. I've got the fly rod, I've got an underwater camera, the wolf camera I think it's called, which I need to open up and check out, and we'll see how that goes. There's the refurb of the box, because as I say, I don't particularly want to buy a new box. This one's perfectly serviceable. I can sit on it, it's nice and comfortable. I can fit everything in there I need to do. Yeah, the canals are still open, Mike, because they're classed as closed waters rather than rivers, so you can still fish the canals. Sorry, Mike, I'm also doing a video on that as well. I started doing it almost as a bit like this, as a podcast, and I'm thinking that I will probably do a podcast as a video cast, if you like, where I'm not actually speaking to you guys. I just go in depth on something. I'll research something, and then I'll talk about it, give my point of view, but also try and give a balanced point of view, so we look at the other side as well. But like I've started doing one about the close season and some of the rules and regulations and things like that. So let's see what Seamus put. I've gotten to use them yet, but I think I did shoot a video saying that thank you for them, but they were good, mate. See a new battery and we'll be up soon. Yeah, you know where Seamus, just like a bit of a private chat now between me and Seamus. That place where that big chub come cruising by, that small bit, but there was loads of fish in there. If you could get that underwater there, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing to watch those fish, especially if you could get them on the feed. Maybe put a little bit of what's that ground bait? Green swim stem ground bait in, and then just have the camera just at the bottom where they are. That'd be an amazing video to watch, mate. Have you fished them much over the winter? I haven't fished much over the winter at all, Mike. No, I haven't. You're still trying to find out about the perch, aren't you? We'll wait and see, mate. David's in the house. How you doing, Dave? You're handling crazy people. Yeah, I hope, as I was saying to everyone else, I hope everyone is well. And that, like, especially the older people within the community, if you like. I use the word community, the special community that we're in. I hope everyone's all right, and the mums and dads and everything. And yeah, it's a bit strange times, really. It's a bit odd. Dave, you're ex-mob, aren't you? You're ex-army. What do you think about the army being brought in, bud? And I think they should have been bought in earlier, to be honest, to help out. So look, Seamus. Oh yeah, for sure. Athena wants to use them so bad. Brilliant. Yeah. So yeah, nice to see you, Dave. Nice of you to come in. We'll just have as I say, a quiet little chat, finding out what everyone's been up to. I know you were saying last week that you were going. What were you going to Lochern? No, not Lochern. I can't remember where you said you were going last week. But did you catch? How did you get on? I've not watched any videos this week. It's I don't know what's wrong with me recently. I'm finding more and more things to do that are stopping me watching the videos that I love to watch. But yeah. Cheers, guys. Cheers. But yeah, come on. Fill me in, guys. What's everyone been up to? Seamus has obviously been busy. Seamus, is Athena is at school, so because I saw the pictures. So is she off now, and are you off with her? Because there'd be a good pastime for you to do some. All right, Seamus. It'd be a good pastime to get the kids into, making videos and things like that. Would be nice. Crucian Andy, have you been out this week trying to get the last fishing in? I mean, Raf, if the troops go on the straight, then things will be more humanitarian effort. Bringing food to the elderly, improving extra medical service. Dave, my wife was in the hospital 2 weeks ago at the QE. I think I mentioned this. She's all right now. She's as I say, she's a teacher, and she's going in next week and all through the holiday as well to try and keep the emergency services and the NHS, because we live quite by the QE, and there was an RAF nurse and an RAF doctor on the ward, because obviously when there's no theatre of war, because that is a I think they class it as a service hospital. I know they've got a good burns unit and all that kind of thing there, but that nurse, she was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and it was a pleasure to deal with these people. Aaron, Bish, did you open the maggots you had left? Oh, Aaron. No. They're still in there. Oh my god. Oh my god, Aaron. Those of you who don't know, I went fishing with some maggots with Spartacus about 3.5-4 weeks ago. We didn't stay for long because it was freezing cold, and I put the maggots back in expecting to go fishing the next week, and I haven't been for 3 weeks. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh no, I haven't opened up. So that should. Do you think I should do a video of me opening that bait box? Still trying to sort of get out. Not been for an eternity. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing this week. And I might go actually. I might go fishing because I can go if I'm not got to pick Dad up or he's not going. I could just have a couple of hours. So we did have for things like flooding and the like. We're not going to be shooting folk pointing too many times. Dave, I got a feeling that maybe you should. Maybe you should. Bloody idiots. There's so much food and everything out there. It's well, so I think the army guys are training to drive oxygen tanks as well. I think a lot of the army drivers are used to driving a lot of that kind of gear anyway. So yeah, box of blue bottles by now. I think. What do you reckon? Shall I pop round to Aaron's house? Open him on his front yard. There's a basic ground combat medicine, but there's a massive difference. Yeah, and peacetime medicine. It's basically, Dave, I suppose it's just stop the bleed and try and get them out off the field and stuff like that. Where you going? I might be able to. If I did, it'd only be a couple of hours, but yeah, where you going? As long as it's local. Seamus is back in the house. How you doing, Seamus? We've missed you. We've been talking about you behind your back the whole time you've been gone, to be fair. But yeah, it's yeah, that sounds good, Bish. I'll eat anything. Oh, mate. Ooh. Oh no, I forgot all about them. I forgot all about them. Do you know what I did as well? When because I've got a wormery where if I go fishing with worms or whatever, and I buy them, I never throw them away or throw them in or whatever. I bring them back, throw them in a wormery. I've got some massive worms in there. I've got some dendrobinas and there's loads and loads of stuff in there. I've got some lobworms and they're all sort of breeding, so I've got a lot of eggs in there and stuff. And I always save my old fruit and all the, you know what I mean, all the vegetable matter and stuff like that to put in. And I had 3 bananas in a bag that I took fishing with me. Forgot all about them. I'm terrible for this. I left them in the boot of the car for got to be over a month and a half. And when I picked the bag up, it's just like a bag of water. Oh God. Bag of water, but there you go. But yeah, I'll be up for that. I'll be up for that, but I need to know where you're going. What I could do with a hand to carry Aaron sandwiches to his peg, mate. By the time I got back, if I was helping carrying his sandwiches, mate, I'd have ate most of them by the time he got to his peg. You do a podcast, mate, when you interview anglers. So pick a match guy, then a sea guy, or a carp guy, pike guy. Yes, I did look into doing a podcast, but I'm thinking it's probably better if I did some kind of I could do it on a Skype and do like a video podcast type of thing. That'd be quite interesting. Because I'm always fascinated by the way different people do different types of fishing, and it's like it's like when I watch yours and I just see the peacefulness of where you're fishing. I know sometimes we get a sort of a view because obviously we all edit the videos. If you make videos, we all edit them and everything. But I love your bits to camera, your podcast, your opinion when you put your opinion across on the what's it. I love that. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea to me. I need to look into it, to be honest. There's a van full. Aaron, you're gonna take this, mate. You're gonna take this, Aaron, off Mike. But yeah, it's where do you fancy then, guys? Do you want to try that place that you were telling me about? Where is it? Up by Earlswood, up by Earlswood Lakes. If it's open, Aaron, I could pick that lock. If I got the scent, of a sandwich, I could pick that lock. I could probably just bite the lock off. That's probably what I'd do. What we could do, guys, is we could go. We could all take a. If we film it, we could all take a. Or I'll bring them actually. What's that called? A pot noodle. We could all do a pot noodle review. One of us have curry, one has beef, one has what's it? And you've got to give a review of the pot noodle. Anyway, talking of which, I don't know if anyone ever saw that Matt Hayes one where he did the review of the food on the bank. That was quite good. We could do that. Yeah. Andy, it's ever so strange, and I think Mike and Aaron will tell you this because they live fairly local to me, and Aid from Margeston Fishing also lives fairly local to me. I live really close. I don't know where you. I think we've discussed it. You don't live far from me, to be honest. I don't think. Well, I live right by Junction 3 of the M5, and then you've got the A452 or 456 that goes from Junction 3 through to Kidderminster, and if you go down that road there, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 fisheries within about, I'd say 30-35 minutes. The one closest to me is 2 records on the radio from my house. It is literally just up the road, and then there's another one which is like it's less than half a mile from that one. Oh no, so you're miles away, mate. Yeah, I have quite a choice by me, mate. And obviously I know the owners fairly well because obviously I have to make myself known if I'm going to do some filming or anything like that. So they're sort of quite accommodating, really, because obviously it's free advertising for them. If I throw the drone up and I can show their lakes, it gives people a much better idea of what's available and what the lakes are like. As I say, my videos aren't true fishing videos, really. Yeah, I'm just about to say, Aaron, I've spoke to Huntington. Huntington is open. I've spoke to Bell's Mill. Bell's Mill is also open. His calf is shut, but you can place an order at the calf, and they will. You can't actually go and sit in the calf because it's only small, but you can place an order at the calf and they'll drop their sandwiches round. Willow Marsh is open over the weekend. I've spoke to Mark, and he's opening fully from Tuesday the 31st. I know Paul at Wassell Grove is open. That's not too far from me either. So no, a lot of the fishing venues are going to stay open because basically you drive there in your car, you get out of your car, and that's it. Thank you, Seamus. It's good to see you back, buddy. To be honest, I've missed you. Again, I want to try and get over to you, Seamus, when the weather changes, because I really think that I missed an opportunity there to catch some nice fish. We saw plenty of fish, didn't we, bud? But they just weren't having it that day. But I think if I come over, I bring a box of maggots that's not a box of blue bottles, I'm sure we'd pick up a few roach, a few bits and bobs. Well, I mean, guys, if I say, yeah, we'll go Friday. How about we go? Mike, you're Northfield, ain't you, Mike? You and Aaron are sort of that way. Do you want to do? I don't know, somewhere that you've not fished. Let's have a look. Wait. Anywhere that you fancy that you've not fished for a while? It is good to see him back. Thanks for that, Mike. Yeah, and I think Seamus, if I know obviously you're not at work now, and as I say, I hope that it's not going to affect like job and stuff like that. But I think maybe this break will do you good to get back on the what's it. I think Seamus, if you can just make anything, mate, because I just love your attitude on the videos. Yeah, it's great to see everybody really. And I'm thinking that I might do as I say, I do a blog, guys. I don't know if you could check it out. It's fishwithbish.com. Fishwithbish.com. Blogger. So it's fishwithbish.com blogger. So if you can have a look at that, see what you think. I'm going to start doing it every week. I talk a good game. I don't fish a good game. I can talk a good game. Sounds like I know what I'm talking about most of the time, but I have no idea. I make it up as I'm going along, to be fair. But no, it's just started to do the blog because I wanted to start writing again, because I used to do an awful lot of writing, and I want to start writing again. And I'm going to see if I can start getting a few things published. What do you think? Should we go for it? I've not fished hardly at all the last 12 months. I've done my backing last year. Just to be nice to get. Oh, I see, Aaron. Mike, can you see what Aaron's doing there? He's already making the. He's making a what's it up there. He's already making excuses for when we catch more than he does. Yeah, Mike's hit the nail on the head there. Seamus, just get back on the bank, mate. Just get out in the open. I don't know about anyone else, and obviously we're all fishermen here, or enjoy the outdoors. And I've got to be honest with you, when I'm outside, the winter, it does me in, to be honest. As soon as that sun comes out, we've had a few days, haven't we, recently, where it's been less wet and more dry, which is a good thing. And I think we're on the spring equinox, aren't we? Where the days are completely equal now, so we get 12 hours a night, 12 hours a day, and which means the clocks will probably change. Do they change this week? Anyone? Yeah, it's as soon as that changes and you can get out and you're not. I can deal with the cold, and I can deal with the wind, and I can deal with the rain, but not when they're all together. When they're all together, there's a video coming out, and I know I keep saying it, and I've just not got round to it because there's still a lot going on, isn't there? But it is still cold, but it's warming up. It's warming up this week, so we're going to have a sort of consistent amount of warmth going through. Next week, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think it's next Sunday, and next Saturday night it changes normally. But what was I saying? Yeah, I think we're going to have a consistent sort of upping of the temperature gradually, and I think that affects the fishing a lot. I've got the what's it here somewhere, which as I say, I am going to start doing the weather as soon as it makes any difference. Because at the minute, I can just say it's cold, it's windy, it's probably going to rain, and I'll be right. So like, you know, I've got the pressure gauge and stuff like that. So we'll do the pressures and all that kind of thing. But no, I think the fishing will start getting better. It is still cold, Mike. You're right. Yeah. Oh. But it's the mud as well. Everywhere's just so difficult to get onto the bank. The only places I like really that are all right are places where you can park right behind the peg, and it's on a proper road. Seamus is saying, I have an idea for a video. Would you guys be interested in seeing old school catch and cook on a trout? Ooh, yes, mate. I'd like that. I'm up for that. I'm up for that. I'd like to see, and I know this is probably a bit controversial with the British guys. I don't think we've got any overseas fellas in at the minute, except for Dave, who's over in Northern Ireland. But Seamus and I, there's a guy in Australia called RKJ Fishing, and he's a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy. But over there, the redfin or our perch is a what's it species? Is a any. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? Invasive species. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm just a walking dictionary, and it's an invasive species in Australia. Sorry, I meant to say he was Australian. And they take, if there's a decent sized perch, they'll take a decent sized perch home and cook it and have it as a fillet. And it's a bit of a delicacy over there. And although I couldn't do it myself, and I wouldn't do it, I'd just like to taste and see what it tastes like. There's nothing better than fresh trout. When I was on my honeymoon, our honeymoon consisted of driving around Scotland, and we stopped up by Loch Ness, and there was a guy there, a gilly, who one of the days he went out and he caught two wild brown trout. They weren't big. They were probably, I don't know, about that big. Obviously he used the priest on them and brought them back. And he says that, you know, he gave them us as a little wedding present, as a honeymoon present, at the place we were stopping. It was brilliant. And I cooked them up, and all I did was a little bit of butter, a little bit of lemon. Oh my goodness, mate! Fresh fish, the fresher the fish you can get. Oh, it was amazing. So Seamus, please do a catch and cook. Please do. 2 weeks today. I'm up for it, mate. I'm up for that. And if I can get Spartacus out of hibernation, we'll take him as well. Yeah, I think sometimes we could be, and this is coming from me because I'm a leisure fisherman. I'm not a catch and cook kind of guy or whatever. And if our stocks weren't under such threat from people taking them illegally, and the rivers being polluted, and do you know what I mean, that kind of thing, it would be nice to catch and cook. And I think other countries look at us strangely because the States, they'll do it, they'll catch and cook. As we all know, that Northern European countries, they eat the perch, and they eat most fish. But I think we're a bit precious, aren't we? Really, I know I am. But I think that's the nature lover in me. To be honest, I'd rather see like that fish swimming away through clear water and stuff like that. And like Aaron's just put up on here, I'm not keen on trout to eat. I like salmon, mackerel, kippers, and fish from the chippy. Oh, Aaron, is that all on the same plate, mate? I do like kippers, to be honest. I do like kippers, but saying that, I'm a bit precious, and I like to see the fish swim away and everything. If I was sea fishing, that, I don't know why, but that's a different kettle of fish. Pardon the pun, but it is, isn't it? So sea fish, it just seems to be a little bit different. But yeah, it's an odd one, that I think we've gone through this kind of thing before, and I just constantly thinking about, oh yeah, that'd be nice, that'd be nice. I know that the Romans used to eat tench, and I know that that medieval they used to eat pike, but I heard there was lots of bones in pike, and they're hard to fillet. Never tried carp, I know it's quite big in Germany and other places, I believe. Oh, Aaron, I've killed it, like it. All on the same sign, eh? Aaron Scooby-Doo sandwich. It'll be like that. Do you know what, Mike? I might make a mock-up of a Scooby-Doo sandwich, and we'll have Aaron. That could be the, if I do a video of it, which would be quite nice to do a video, meeting up with some guys off the live stream. If I do a mock-up of a Scooby-Doo sandwich, that could be the thumbnail. Aaron sat there going, ready to eat the sandwich. Anyone tried carp? See, Seamus has tried carp, because Seamus is quite adventurous when it comes. Well, obviously his name gives it away. He's quite adventurous when it comes to trying different foods and things like that. I don't know if anyone's ever seen when Seamus ate. How many subs was it, Seamus? Where you ate the when you ate the was it crickets you ate? I think it was crickets, wasn't it? Or was it mealworms? I can't remember what it was you was at. But guys, look back at that video, because that's quite funny. I do like that. I remember someone challenging me to eat something once I hit so many subscribers, but I'm refusing to do it. I'm not going to do it. Pike fish cake. I think maybe that's why they're fish cakes, because you can't take a fillet off them. And I remember hearing somewhere, I think it was it Hugh Fernley-Whittingstall, he did when he did that cottage thing. What do they taste like, eh? Can you sort of describe the flavour as another fish? Anything that we might have tried? Is it like a fishy taste, or what does it taste like? They sell it at Morrison's. I know. Funny enough, that's just reminded me of that, Seamus. I remember seeing there was a news bulletin on the telly, and they were saying that carp were for sale at Tesco's in certain places, and I think it's where there's an enclave of Northern European people, like Polish people and whatever, who have it as it's a normal fish on their sort of menu, if you like. And I know they were selling them, and I remember seeing. There was a whole like mirror carp, about a 3-4 pound mirror carp in the like the fishmonger part. I remember looking at it and thinking, so lots of bones and mushy, but it tastes a little like chicken. I've ate crickets, locusts, and mealworms. Yeah. I'd say so long ago I can't really remember. Yeah. Going back, I know it's Mothering Sunday this Sunday, and it's sort of the pang of not having my mum round anymore. I sort of feel that, as I say, Spartacus keeps telling me he's in hibernation. I'm going, Dad, it's not hibernation, it's isolation. But he's like a big bear. But I'll pop over and see him, because I know sort of what's it's like that, sort of anniversaries like that, like my mum's birthday and Mother's Day and things like that. They sort of you know what I mean. They sort of bring it all back. So, but, Christian Andy, is that how we got carp over here in the first place? Stock ponds, I think it was, Andy. I think they kept. I know they used to keep carp at. I think they were common carp, and then they bred the commons. They bred commons into mirror carp and leather carp, so that there was less scales on. And I know that was a thing, and I think it was at monasteries that they did it all. And then when there was the dissolution of the monasteries in a history program, and the dissolution of the monasteries, what happened was a lot of those fish were emptied out of the pond and just put into bigger ponds and into rivers and things like that. So I read somewhere that carp were originally brought into monks as a food source at the monastery. Exactly, that's what I'm with you on that one. As for pike, you can get 5 fillets off a pike without the bones. Unfortunately, we get them bought in at work, despite my protest. But I do know how to get boneless fillets off a pike. I know. In medieval times, Seamus, that it was they used to bring as they used to anyway. Like obviously they used to bring a boar out, and you'd have the boar's head, or a swan. They'd bring a swan out and whatever. And I remember seeing something about sort of a medieval banquet, and they got a pike on a plate, and they got the head, and then they'd sort of got the fillets down the side, and they'd got the tail and the what's its on show. Oh, cheers, mate. Thanks, Mike. That's really nice. No, that's really nice of you, Mike. Thank you. As I say, it's why it's why I like doing this, because I just think we're all the same guys. We're all the same sort of. We've all got the same interests. We all love what we're doing and whatever. And I love it when we have like this. We start off on something, and I said this before. We start off on something, and then someone can come in and give us like this little snippet of info that starts off talking like Crucian Andy's just come in and put that thing. We got carp over here on stock ponds. That started me off on that one. Aid's been thinking about it. Seamus is now telling us about pike fillets and stuff like that. I just think it's a cracking sort of. It's better than watching the telly, any. Better than watching the telly. I think what I might try and do, guys, is over the next couple of weeks or the next few weeks, because as I say, we're all under lock and key almost. I might try and get a few more videos out that aren't sort of heavily, because you know how I edit them all and whatever. So what I might do is try and get a few funny videos out. Little snippets of stuff. So I might do, when I do the newsman, I might get a couple of them out. I might do a few painting ones as well, because they're quite easy to edit, because all I have to do is I just paint the picture and then speed it up to fit it in with 3 minutes or the length of the song that I'm using and whatever. And as I say, I have promised Seamus that I'm going to do the pike, so I will do the pike. And if you've not seen any of those videos, just look back and look at the videos, the painting videos, and I'll throw a couple of them in and stuff like that. I just think it's a shame that a lot of the older people that are in lockdown and are gonna be lonely and stuff like that, they've not got access to YouTube. I mean, I'm not saying to watch me or whatever, but there's loads and loads of stuff on there that would really interest some of the older people. There's a lot of old TV programs and documentaries about those programs and everything. It'd just be really, really good. A good way for people all going to lives like this. And just so we can have a chat, really. Seamus, we've got. And we get Xander in at work. I protest. It's so bad at work, but they're not wild ones. It's because I love them. It's like carp for you guys. It's my job. Fillet. Seamus, fillet. That's my favourite comment of the week. That is Seamus, fillet. Yeah. Let's speak to the wife. Last week she'd be hiding on from wolves. Yeah, she's under the stairs. Well, she's under the patio, I've heard. Aaron, do you think the corona will affect bait supply at the shops? I know I had an email from Anglo about I'm ready. I've not looked, mate. I've not thought about the thing about the thing about bait is though, if you're looking at bait like maggots or whatever, then you're gonna have to swap and go for things like worms, and then go ball race around the corner. You've got the haircut. Oh dear. Bait supply. I don't know. I think yeah. Oh, I missed that bit. That's why. Aaron's put. I think you and Mike would look good dressed as monks, Bish. You I've got all the right Friar Tuck figure. We just need the haircut. I'll have you know, Mr. Frost. I am the perfect shape. It's just this week's shape is a sack of spuds. But yeah, so I know where you're going with that conversation, mate. Yeah, I might use these next few weeks as a call to action to lose a bit of weight and stuff like that for when we get on the bank properly. You've got the right haircut, Aaron. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, well, lads, think about where to go. Try and keep it fairly local, because I'll have to have the car off the missus. And as I say, because she's a teacher, she's in, and she's in all over Easter. So the people who knock teachers saying they're having all this, they've got all the holiday and everything. When they say the schools are closed, they're not closed. Lib's got I think close to 70, 80 children in, of people who are emergency workers and whatever. So yeah, she's working, and she's working all over Easter as well. So all these people. 1,500 quid a bait in your shed. I think what you just need to do, guys, if there is going to be an issue with bait supply, then you just have to start thinking outside the box. I'm thinking of doing a video with of different types of bait, supermarket bait, I'm going to call it. So what we got, what could you use? You've got pulses, so you've got chickpeas, you've got baked beans. That's another one. Johnny Arthur did a video about baked beans. That was quite good. There's not a big meal. Oh, I'm not sitting that close to Aaron. Not in lockdown. He's a dirty bugger at the best of times. So I know he's not going to wash his hands. Shame. Unfortunately, my daughter needs me, so I'm going to get off now. It's made my day meaning again. Seamus, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. As I said, Seamus, I want to get back over to see you because I think we've got a bit of unfinished business on that, on the couple of those little rivers there. That was an amazing day. It's the best day I've ever had fishing where I've not caught anything. It was brilliant. And if we catch something, it'll just be a bonus. I'll get to work on new content. Have a great evening, my friends. Catch you all later. Thank you very much, Seamus, for coming in. Everyone, say to Seamus. I'll have a chat with Mike and we'll sort it out. Bish. In the morning, don't work Friday, so good for me. So it'll be pellet time anyway, and yeah, age right there. It will be pellets soon. It will be pellets. I'll be back on the green swim stim. I've got loads of those. I've got absolutely loads of those pellets. I love them. Bish. I know it was last year, but was the barbel record broke in September last year? I think it was, mate. I think what was it? 23 was it? Something like that. I think it was broken. Aaron, you got no baked beans. Bean Aldi sounds really shot. No. Barbel record was broken. It was, yeah, it was Shrewsbury, wasn't it? When was it? When was it? And I can't remember what it was. No, can't remember. It's gone. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, see you, Seamus. Yeah, but I think it was about 23, something like that. It weren't me. Oh, it weren't me. No way was it me. So, how's is it still a bit sticky, the video, or is it running all right now? See, on my computer, it looks all right, but the quality probably. I'm sure it was 23, Mike. I'm sure it was something like that. We did it, didn't we? We sort of bought them up. Cheers, guys. Yeah, some guy caught it. He wasn't expecting to catch it. I don't think he caught much, and then all of a sudden he got a couple, and he got that one. By all accounts, I think he was a really nice guy as well. I think he wasn't gonna bring it up, and then did it. Right, we're on an hour, guys. I'm thinking I might knock it on the head in a couple of minutes, just because I'm tired, to be honest. But yeah, we'll probably have a bit more to talk about next week because I'll have done a bit of fishing this week. I've got to be honest, Aaron. I'm with the people who work at Aldi or any of the supermarkets. You wouldn't believe how hard they're working. It looks like they're not doing anything, but this is why they've all changed their opening hours. Because what was happening, as I say, I don't know if you know, but I work at Asda. I'm semi-retired, so I just do 3 nights. But we were dragging out toilet paper on pallets, and we had loads of it, and they were taking it off the pallets. It's ridiculous. Mike, let me just type this in. As I say, this is the. Forget it. I can't do it on this. Mike, what I'll do is when this live's finished, underneath the live, I'll put a comment on it, and I'll put the email address, the Fish with Bish email address, because it's on the channel anyway. I don't mind people using that. I very rarely look at it, to be honest, but I'll be looking out for it. So no, if you email me on that, that's probably your best bet, mate. Or if you're on Twitter, I'm on Twitter with Fish with Bish, or on the Facebook, Fish with Bish. Message me. So I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm also on Instagram. Yeah, I'm there. Just look for Fish with Bish, and it normally comes up. They don't like Fish with Bish for something, for some reason. It comes up with Fish with Bush. And lady on the checkout says because you can only buy two. Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, Andy, what's happening is because everyone's grabbing loads and loads of stuff off the shelves, ridiculous stuff as well, which makes no sense to me. The supermarkets are having to stop people doing it. If you think about the coronavirus, it doesn't affect cows, so there's not going to be a shortage of milk. So people who are taking loads and loads of milk, or the long life milk, why do that? It's like the people who are taking loads and loads of toilet paper. It's the craziest thing. It's not like if you get the coronavirus, that it gives you an upset stomach or anything. So just everyone just buy what you need. Anyone see that poor nurse this morning on the news? It's all over the news. She's done a 48-hour shift. All she wants to do is go and buy some food, and some knob or knobs have cleared the shelves of everything. There's food coming in all the time at the supermarkets. Just get what you need. Right, let's have a look. I'm not on Grinder. Not anymore, Aaron. Not after that incident with the llama. £21. Bloody hell. You're a twit, Aaron. I think you've misspelt twit there, Mike. I think you missed an A out somewhere. But yeah, contact me, and we'll organise to get out. Aid as well. I need to come out and watch. Come and watch you do the fishing, and we'll have a what's it? We'll have a like a little chinwag about something that we can do. Maybe we do a knock up somewhere, or do you know what I mean? I know that uh, you don't have to do a proper match at Bell's Mill, because I'm quite friendly with John, and he's a really nice guy. You get 5 or 6 here, you can have a knock up, use his nets, and we'll just have have a 3 hour or 4 hour match, just as a bit of fun, and the loser has to jump in. No, no, no. Why am I saying that? Because I know it's going to be me. I can't challenge a match, man. No, I withdraw that comment. No, I withdraw that comment. I am going to do as well, Aaron. Thanks for reminding me about the maggots. I might do an opening on the... What's it? Yeah, thanks very much, Aaron. Thanks very much, Mike. And you, Aid. And Andy as well. Thanks very much for coming on the live. If I don't see you in a week, because I might do a live, but if I do, I'll sort of announce it on Facebook, and I'll also do it on Twitter, and whatever. No, no, no. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be swimming for you. It'd be me. So that's ridiculous. But yeah, it'd be nice to meet up with a lot of you guys, because I just names to faces, and do you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Oh, faces to names rather. And just have a proper chat in the bank, and maybe have a bit of an interview type thing if you don't mind doing that, and we'll have a bit of fun. And yeah, good night, Mike. Thanks for coming in, Aaron. Good night. Good night to Aid and Andy. Yes, thank you very much. Good night, guys. I am gonna turn it off now, and you know it always does that mad, strange thing. Yes, I do want to.